is William Tinka, and you are listening to me at iSolved Connect in Chicago. Got Melanie on with me today. How are you doing, Melanie?
I'm great. How are you?
You are great. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Introduce yourself to the audience.
Yeah, Melanie Zakrzewski, Payroll and Benefits Supervisor with Kendall Publishing and Westmark Enterprises.
And where are you located?
Dubuque, Iowa.
Dubuque, Iowa. Okay, so for us directionally challenged, where are we close to?
We are about 3 hours west from here.
Yeah.
It was like a straight shot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 3-hour drive.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah.
I'm assuming some corn patches?
Of course.
Somewhere in the middle?
Yeah.
I'm from Texas. So when I grew up, California, New York, very distinct. Florida kind of distinct. And everything in the middle for one at a point in my life was a corn patch. A lot of that was Kansas, Iowa, Indiana, all that stuff that we'd travel through. I'm like, they're making a lot of corn here. This is crazy. Who uses all the corn? Now, of course, now I know.
Yeah.
How's the conference for you so far?
It's going well.
Good.
Yeah. Always take a little bit home with us from the conference.
I like the regional events. They did a road show, I think last year, the year before. And they've had large shows. What I love about them is they try different things to work for customers. And not everybody can go to a big show in Vegas or whatever like that. So they can't take off time. They can't, they can't justify it or whatever. So I like these types of things. So, and we were talking off air before the podcast, like you can actually talk to people.
Yeah.
Like it's small enough, big enough and small enough to where you can actually talk to somebody. Somebody said something interesting. You're like, I want to find that person. You can in a small conference.
Yes, you can.
So let's get into some of the questions that we have. What's one challenge that you're kind of going through right now that you're facing, and how are you helping kind of solve it?
Oh, I'd say my biggest challenge right now is we recently switched from Blue Cross Blue Shield to United Healthcare for our health insurance.
Okay.
That was effective January 1st. And with that change, we not only switched our health insurance, we switched brokers, we joined a captive, we switched our PBMs. It was just this huge overhaul.
That is a huge overhaul. How long were you on Blue Cross?
15 years. Our employees hadn't seen a change in about 15 years.
Wow.
So it was a big undertaking, and communication of like why we had to do it, I think was huge for our employees. Like they don't understand, why are we making this move, and making sure they understand it was about not only cost that was driving it, but making sure that they had the tools available for them to help them be better consumers of their healthcare spend. And
do you find that it's spouses, partners that don't understand as much? Like when you go through a massive change like that, like I remember years ago, I didn't pay attention. So I was just kind of like, whatever, insurance change. But my wife had very specific questions.
Yes.
Like dental, vision, like normal, like a normal person would.
Yep.
When we go to a doctor, what's going to be the prepay? Like what is the bit? I'd be like, there's a folder.
Yeah.
Do you find that as well?
I do. And I'm very open with our employees. Like if they want to have a sit down with me and they want to bring their spouse in, or just get your spouse on the phone and we can have a quick chat, it's so much easier than just kind of like that telephone game, not going through the spouse and then the spouse having to relay the information
100%.
And hopefully nothing gets,
Oh, if it's a man, they'll definitely get it wrong automatically. Sorry. You said it was red? Absolutely. It's yellow.
Yeah.
Just not good at that. That's not her bit. That's fantastic. And the United Healthcare, did it end up being a similar plan?
Yeah. So we originally, United Healthcare just has one of our networks. So we have a huge network of doctors back in our headquarters in Dubuque, Iowa, that was completely out of network with United Healthcare. So we were able to work with them and carve them into the plan.
Oh, that's nice.
So it was really, really no change in the network of providers. We didn't change the plan design or anything. It was just, you're now just going from Blue Cross Blue Shield to United Healthcare.
Right.
It just happened at the time that United Healthcare was in the headlines.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was...
Yes.
Yes.
and you know what? It's one of those deals. They brought in, I think now they've brought in a former CEO of United Healthcare, a board member. So like all that stuff's going to be righted pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Because they know everything about the company.
Yep. It definitely made people nervous.
Oh,
like, our employees
100%.
were nervous. They're like,
Yeah.
all these claim denials. I'm like, that they're not the only one that deny claims.
No.
But yes, it's just that they're in the media and you're seeing it.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yep.
And I've been with United Healthcare for a long time. It's like every other company.
Yeah.
I mean, again, the news stuff is terrifying just because of the kind of what happened was terrifying.
Yeah.
It could have happened to anybody, though. Any company
Yep.
could have been through that. So, okay. Well, tell us about a recent win and how you worked your way through that. And again, big or small, doesn't make a difference.
I say our most recent win wasn't in the office setting, but it definitely spoke to the heart of our company's culture. We have a committee called the Good Works Committee. They are a committee that go out and make sure our companies are present out in the community and supporting nonprofits. And I'm a very proud member of that committee. And I feel like that was one of our most recent big wins. We were able to raise funds to purchase 12 bikes for some underprivileged youth in our community. We got them bikes, we got them helmets. We partnered with the police department. We had this presentation on bike safety, and then we were able to build the bikes. Like, we got all employees together to build the bikes. And I feel like that's just a big win for us, just
100%.
to have our employees come together outside of the work environment.
It's something tangible.
Yes.
Like, it's real.
Yeah.
And again, you just went from someone that probably couldn't take a job or whatever the bit was because they couldn't get there. Now they have a bike. Now they can get there. Like that, you just change people's lives. And again, for kids,
yeah,
I love that. I love people that actively do stuff in their community. They sponsor the softball team. They, build a house with Habitat or something like that. Like, they care.
Yeah.
If you show you care and you actually get your hands dirty, and you do, like, people are forgiving. And I learned this from a mentor that was at Eaton Corporation in Cleveland. And his bid around this was creating goodwill in the community. And so, you create goodwill because it's the right thing to do, morally, ethically, etc. But it comes back in the form of, if something goes sideways with your company, if you've built enough goodwill, people won't rip you apart just for sport, right?
Yeah.
And so he gave me an example of, like, a plant in Nebraska. They sponsored all the Little League teams. So every sport on a Little League, they sponsored all the teams. And it was just something they did. And their plant in, I think it was Lincoln, something happened, got in the water table. They had some problems. They had to do some eradication and remedy work. And all the news people, the investigative reporters and stuff like that, they called and talked to them and said, hey, what's going on? And they're like, okay, here's what's going on. Here's our plan. Just kind of happened, unexpected, etc. And they had built up so much goodwill in the community that they were like, well, it seems reasonable. So when they reported it, it was like, okay, this is happening, but this is what Eden, we talked to Eden. This is what they're doing. And blah, 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 blah. Like, they gave him the benefit of the doubt because of that goodwill.
Yeah.
And it also made all their employees that were there feel good about the things that they did with all the Little League teams. So it's kind of a win-win.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, we look at it as it's allowing our employees to be part of something bigger than the workplace.
Right.
Community involvement is a huge part of, just our community. You need to be involved in your community. And
yeah. Again, I love that because they're doing the job. Great, fantastic win. But also there's a larger impact. I love them seeing that, listen, it's do your job, do it well, all that stuff, check. But also think, hey, there's a community also here that we care about. Yep. They care about us.
Yeah. They support us. We support them.
Everybody wins.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you could offer one piece of advice, HR advice, to someone entering into the market, never been doing this stuff, maybe out of college, whatever. And I usually phrase this as advice you'd give your younger self, but you could do it this way too. But what is that advice?
Never underestimate the power of empathy.
Oh, that's a t-shirt. There, bumper sticker. My God, that's great.
I feel like empathy is just, you have to have empathy when you're in HR. It's that the human of human resources.
Sure.
And yeah, it definitely helps transform those processes into experiences.
Sure.
Yeah.
You see things through their eyes or walk in their shoes or whatever the metaphor you want to use. It's like, I wouldn't have done it that way, but then again, it's not me.
Yeah.
And it's understanding kind of what's going on in their life, what's going on in their professional career, and like stopping down and not judging as much.
Yep.
I mean, there is a time to judge. I get that. But there's also a time to just kind of ease back on the pedal and go, okay, tell me a little bit. Let's put work aside for a second.
Yep.
Tell me what's going on in your life. Like, what's going on? Oh, you're going through a divorce. Okay. It's messy. Okay. Well, all right. Well, let's talk a little bit about that. And then like getting into that and then unpacking that and then understanding how that's impacting the job.
Mm-hmm.
Again, to do that, you have to have empathy.
Yep.
You got to care enough to then pull that out and go, it's okay for us to talk about it.
Yeah.
Like no one's taking notes. Like,
yeah. You can always listen to your employees, but there is a difference between listening and listening with empathy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Like you care enough to understand kind of their point of view.
Yep.
And again, some of that point of view you might not want to hear it. Right?
Yeah.
I've had that.
Yep.
I've had that happen. I was like, I really want to know what you think. It's like, do you? All right, yeah. And all of a sudden I'm faced with, I didn't want to hear that. However, they needed to say that.
Yes.
And that's more important than my feelings, if you will.
Yeah.
They needed to kind of get that out because they had been carrying that baggage around for a while.
Yeah.
And I always do this stuff with business partners, where because of my personality, I assume that I'm pissing them off, right? So at one point when we're on a retreat, I always do this bit, probably once a year. I'm like, all right, what am I doing that you'd like for me to change? And I've done this for 20 years. Every time I learn something new, it's like, you would rather not.
Like, what else can I change?
Yeah, and exactly. And you know what? It's for me because again, personality. It's okay if I know that I'm doing something that you don't like. I can change. Like it's not that big a deal for me. But if I don't know, how can I change? And I think that's a lot with a lot of managers. They don't ask that question of their employees.
Yeah.
They go about it. They're just trying to get the job done. It's like if you stop down and just be vulnerable and go, okay, I'm clearly not perfect. That's cool. What can I do to be better?
Yep.
How can I change? How can I meet you where you're at, etc.?
Yeah.
All right, last question. You ready?
Yep.
Complete this sentence. Being a people hero means
showing up for your people, even, if it's easy, if it's hard, if no one's watching. You're there for your people.
Were you about to do that dance while like it's nobody's watching?
Yeah.
You're about to go down that road?
Go down that road, yeah.
Talk like no one's listening. Dance while like no one's watching. I'm like, yeah.
I feel like you need to make sure like every interaction it's not just an interaction, it's also helping elevate the person that you're talking to.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what people heroes
Well,
are.
Yeah, I think we came through a world of tear down where it's so easy to make the other person feel bad about the job that they're doing or the person that they are or whatever the bit is. It's just like you're giving feedback and you're just, again, it's kind of a tear down and it's not build up. And I think the better leaders, especially the better people leaders, are finding ways, small ways in that interaction to then like reassure them.
Yes.
And build them up.
Yeah.
Right. So that when they walk away from that conversation or call or Zoom or whatever, they feel better.
Yep.
And if they feel better and you've conveyed your message, you did what you needed to do, but they feel better, then it's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. We have something at our work called Smile File. It might sound cheesy.
No.
But it's just something.
I want to hear about this.
Yeah. It's called Smile File. It's just something that anybody can give a smile file to someone. Just something like, could be small as our payroll specialist caught something on the payroll reports that I wouldn't think would have stood out otherwise. Just
Right.
little something small, like, and you put that in their smile file, like, hey, so-and-so caught this number. I would have, like, this is amazing. She saved us X amount of time and having to void and reprocess. Just something small that help make the employees feel like they're making a difference.
That's cool.
Within their workplace.
Recognition is a thing. It really is a thing, and it's important. And people like to be recognized differently.
Yeah.
I think my wife would really, really do well in those types of. She works for a church, so it's a little bit different. But she would do well in those types of things because she's likable. I'm not. So
I don't believe that.
No, I'm really not. So, like, she would do well. My small file would be very thin. Be able to open it up and go,
oh,
there's really not much. Anyhow.
Your teachable moment file would be bigger than for us. No.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I can verify that is a true statement. Yes. William, could you come to the office? We need to review your small file. Actually, there's nothing in it.